Yeah, that's right. Drapes is the hot topic of the week here in the Derp Discord. Guys, thank you so much for your love and support in my very first Derp video. I see all the comments and all the love, and let me tell you, it is much appreciated. So thank you so much. If you missed my very first Derp video, it'll be down in the description below. But guys, today is the very first episode of what I would like to call DERPLY News. What is DERPLY News? Well, I will be covering on a week-to-week basis any information that you have missed revolving around the Derp Birds project, anything that happens in the Discord, Twitter, because as you can see behind me, the Derp Discord is always moving. It is moving 24/7, and people often come in and be like, man, what did I miss? What's up? What's going on? What happened? And so these episodes will be a way to find out what's going on. I'll be covering a lot of the highlights of what happens during the week, any cool information that pops up with the Derp Birds project. And one of those topics today, of course, is Derp Apes, Drapes. They released Friday. It was like a sneak attack from Geek. He was like, F it, I'm dropping the link. And what's cool about this is that nobody knew about it. We would just kind of mess around talking about how Derp Apes and how all these ape projects and people are all making ape projects. And then one day Art dropped a picture of 4 Derp Apes, what we call Drapes. And people were freaking out thinking, man, he's joking, you know, this is not real. And then all of a sudden Geek out of nowhere drops the link for the minting site, and people went crazy. As they started being minted, people from all over Twitter, other Discords came in and was like, what is this? I want to get in on this mint. What are these drapes? How do I do it? How much does it cost? Dude, the Discord went absolutely nuts. Unfortunately, because of congestion and a few bugs that they found in the minting process, they had to pause the mint. We tried it again a couple days later, but again, we had to stop it because of just the heavy load on the network and a couple things that Geek wants to iron out and get right. But again, it is new technology, so there are going to be unforeseen hiccups in the system. And you know what's crazy is, of course, with every mint and every drop, there are flippers. There are people that come in that haven't invested in the project at all, and they come in and they see that something's being minted. They ask when, they ask how much, and then when they don't get it, or whenever a transaction fails, they get upset, they leave some FUD, and then they leave the Discord. So this is Jacob's Mining. He made a tweet, a little thread. So I'm just gonna read verbatim what he said. See, weeks ago in the Derps Discord, we were joking tongue-in-cheek about how there's just isn't enough ape projects. Then Art drew 4 drapes as a joke. We all thought it was hilarious because it was a running joke in the Discord, win Drapes, because the NFT's world's obsession with aping into ape derivative projects. We enjoyed them enough that the Derp team had a genius idea: actually mint apes in order to test our multi-sig transaction on a crowded network and work out any kinks. The best part is you degenerates actually aped into a joke, a meme, and when there were kinks and things had to be paused, you were actually mad at a joke. And it's funny because that actually happened. People were complaining about waiting all day, this and that. It's just funny. Flippers don't understand what's happening with these tech developments being made by Derp's team and what they would do for the CNFT space. Anyone getting mad in Discord should take a good hard look at themselves in the mirror. One more thing, Art could have easily phoned this in. It's not on the Derp's roadmap, and something simple from Minimal ADA would probably have been good enough for Geek to get his numbers, but Drape's art was a knock out of the park. And I heard that a lot in the Discord. New people coming in saying, man, this art is amazing. We even had our first DrapeNono. Here's our first DrapeNono. It's a running joke. There's a DerpNono member that does these, and this is our first sighting of a DrapeNono. Also, there is Drape merch now on the merch website. I think the first person to buy something, of course, was Millie. So this is a little bit of the Drape merch that is on the website. If you don't know, these things are available now. They got the premium Drape tee, the badge, the die cut sticker, the Drape badge, the Drape mug, the women's Drape tee. So one of the most positive things I think that's happened because of the Drapes drop is that it's brought in a ton of new people into the Discord. There are some amazing new members that have joined, or old members that have kind of stepped away from the project for a little bit, came back, and we're seeing some of these old members come back because they're like, man, this is cool, I want to get some of these. It's been a kind of a breath of fresh air for the Discord, seeing all these new members. One of them I even talked to, I believe his name is Bilal. I don't want to get it wrong, but he had never had an NFT before. He came over from the Cornucopia's Discord, and his first NFT was a derp. He bought in to the project, his very first NFT. So that's like, there's so many different stories like that you hear and you see. Another new member I'd like to cover is Toybot. If you've been in the Discord in the last 4 or 5 days, you've seen him talking, and he is all about drapes. I would like to consider him the Drape statistician. Anything there is to know about drapes, trait values, percentages, discussions on drapes, Toybot is here in Discord. I would add him, ask him his thoughts. He's been a great new member to the Discord. These are a couple of the members. There's many more that I'm missing, but it's really cool to see that something like Drapes is bringing in new people to the Derp Discord. In other news, another positive of the Drape drop is that Millie actually minted something good. And so this is a little meme posted by one of our members. As you see here, he started from camels, he minted camels, but now he minted one of the rarer, cooler looking drapes. As seen on TV, invest in Millie DAO now. Only 4 payments of 1 million. Meow chow. Call now 1-888 Millie Mints. His Starbucks drink and his camel hump, and of course his Growing Pains Millie impersonation. Another really cool thing that happened this week, if you guys missed it, is one of our model derps, FlyOff, had a new all-time high sale. She is a model member of the Discord and has been there from the very beginning, and we like to celebrate different members and their successes, and this is one of them. FlyOff has sold an ADA ape for a new all-time high. She sold it for 1,100 ADA. And the cool thing is that FlyOff shared earlier in the Discord that she literally had 1 ADA back in January. So that's a really cool thing to see in the Derp Discord, being able to celebrate with other people that are making all-time high sales, and seeing people share stories like this. If you have one of those stories, be sure to @ me on the Discord so I can see that, and maybe I'll cover it in next week's DERPLY news. The next segment I would like to cover, and it'll be here on a week-to-week basis because there's so much to cover. It's called Millie Docs PICS. Yeah, that's right. Millie doxes himself on a daily basis, and I want to highlight those every week in this segment. Here we go with Millie here. Seems like it's a little cold outside, so he has his little beanie on his head. He seems a little frustrated. Maybe he's stuck in traffic or something. I don't know. I don't know the story behind this one. But as you can see here, he's been growing this for the last 20 years, and it's just finally coming in. This mustache needs a little work, but it'll get there. It'll get there. Oh, it's probably the same day, but this is after he stops at Starbucks, which he gets the same drink every day, it seems like. His little Starbucks fruity drink here. Once again, proven that he goes to Starbucks every day. He's wearing a different hat, but the same drink. Yes, famous, classic Millie Docs pick. There you go. There you go. You can see his fingers a little crooked. He needs to work on the form there. Again, Millie here with I believe, I don't know who that is, but it's a mystery. We really don't know if this is Millie or if this is Millie, and she sends pictures of her boyfriend to the Derp Discord. It's a mystery. We're still trying to figure that out as we speak. Here's Millie once again. I believe he took this picture because he was, we're talking about drapes, and he had a grape in his mouth. I don't know. This is a little weird to me. I believe this is the very first picture that we have of Millie in the Derp Discord. I went look it up. This is the first picture I see of him or her and her boyfriend in the Derp Discord, and from there on, there's probably been hundreds, if not thousands, of Millie Docs pics. So if you're looking to tune in for Millie Docs pics, this is your segment. Don't miss it every week on DERPLY News. Another exciting topic that happened this week is that derp eggs are being minted at an extremely fast pace. There's only less than 900 more eggs to be minted, and the crazy thing is that the pred conversion is coming up soon, so you want to have all those eggs, because once they're all minted, they're gone. You can't incubate them anymore for 19 ADA. You're gonna have to buy them off of secondary. So if you haven't yet, send your Derp Birds into the incubator, mint those eggs for 19 ADA before it's too late. If you want to know how to do that, I have a link down in the description below. I talk about derps in the derp shorts, and I also talk about derp eggs in derp shorts, so be sure to check that out. This just in, this happened while I was recording. There's an announcement from King Dave. They have been quiet for a couple days now because they've been hard at work, but let's read this announcement. This literally happened, let's see, 4 minutes ago. So I'm gonna read this now. This is perfect for DERPLY News. A wild Dave appears. Sorry for the radio silence lately, derps. We've been very busy on evaluating the issues you ran into with the last Derp Apes drop, building the solution to fix those issues, and testing that solution. What were the issues you ran into? There were 2 issues. One, you guessed it, congestion. We were running 3 of our own nodes to process transactions, and they still managed to fill up faster than the network was picking up the transactions. If there was no congestions, those 3 nodes would most likely not get filled up, with fewer than 10,000, about 10,000 people trying to all mint at the exact same time. And even then, the transactions would be getting cleared off nearly instantly. Number 2, the second had to do with how we were trying to handle spam/bots, prevention, rate limiting. We had it set too aggressively, and it was causing too many people to get an error message when too many requests were being made to our system. The solution: to fix both the problems, we've been building a queue system. We've tried to avoid building one up until now because we wanted to build a system that could handle as many transactions as the CNFT community could throw at it. But with congestion, it just makes good sense to plan for things getting really bogged down and breaking if we don't slow down the traffic hitting our nodes. And this is what a queue system does. In short, the system will check our nodes to see how many transactions are on them waiting to be picked up by Cardano. If they're full, people will be placed into the queue and have to wait until the network takes some of the transaction from our nodes, freeing up space for new transactions to get processed. Right now, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes for the network to pick up transactions, which means that when you're in queue, you'll most likely be in the queue for 10 to 15 minutes. Once we see the queue system with our 3 nodes working well, we'll begin increasing the number of nodes we ran to 5, 10, and even 15 plus to be able to process 5,000 transactions at a time, which means entire collections of entities could be sold within half an hour and still have them delivered to wallets within 10 to 15 minutes. That's insane, but baby steps. I'm sure you guys tired of hearing us rhapsodize about how incredible you are. Not only did we see many of you in the trenches during the last Drapes launch, helping newcomers and battling FUD, but you're all been very patient as we've worked throughout these issues. I believe that's because you all know that what we're building could power the future of the CNFT space. It is important to get this right, and we will get it right. We can't thank you enough for hanging in there with us as we develop these systems. It will be worth it, we promise. What's next? When? We'll be asking you all to jump back into our demo environment soon to help us test the queue system. Once we see that it's working as intended, it'll be time to clench our booty holes and launch Derp Apes for the 3rd time. After that, everything else that you already know about. Leaderboard, new achievements, new badges, pred, model derp awards, what? Faction wars. reward system, and more. There will be very little we can't do thanks to the system that we're building now, and we have many plans in store for it and you all. See you all soon. Love you, King Derp. Guys, you saw it live on this video. I'm sure you've already read the announcement as you're watching this video, but I wanted to cover it because it happened as I was recording. So that is it for DERPLY news. I appreciate you tuning in. If you have anything that you want to see covered in these segments, please message me, at me on Discord. Let me know what it is that I should cover, what it is that I should put into these segments in these videos. Thank you so much for tuning in to DERPLY News. See you next time. Malau out.